I'm 57 and I'm moving in with my parents. And it's not because I'm broke or because I have no other options. It's because my parents are 88 and 92 and they need me. And like a lot of Gen X women, I'm stepping up. And I know how this sounds. 57-year-old woman moves back in with mom and dad. Saying it kind of makes me cringe. Honestly though, I am not upset about it and I'm grateful that I'm able to be there for them. But I'd be lying if I said it doesn't sting a little. That condo was the first home I ever bought. I decorated every inch of it exactly the way I wanted. It was mine, my space, my rules, nobody to answer to. And in a few weeks, someone else will be living there instead of me. And I'll be here. All right, so here I am in my new old room, my childhood bedroom. This is the first morning that I've woken up here, and it feels kind of surreal. I've given up my cozy condo sanctuary where I reinvented myself and created everything, my first home, to myself that I owned, and I gave it up for this. And I got to tell you, this room, oh my God, it is atrocious. I will take you on a room tour at the end of the video, but yeah, it's like this mix of 80s and 90s and grandma, and I definitely need to redecorate, do some serious redecorating, and I would love your recommendations. And if you're Gen X, you will appreciate some of this for sure. By the way, if you are new here, I am Tess, and this channel is for women over 45 who want to reinvent themselves and live their best damn lives. So if that sounds like you, hit subscribe. And as I say that, I just realized, this doesn't feel like reinventing myself, but I'm going to talk a little bit about kind of why I made this move, why I thought it was the best move for me and my family. And if you don't know my story, I did reinvent myself. I was in a toxic job and a toxic relationship that left me super burnt out, depressed, anxious, getting migraines 4 days a week. And I quit both of those things at pretty much the same time. Within 2 months of each other, I left my toxic job, left my toxic relationship. I now am self-employed, have my own business, work part-time, and I'm happily single, like really happily single. And I'm actually happier than I've ever been. And I didn't think that was possible at 57. I'm now 57. Now, I know a lot of Gen X women are in this space where their parents are getting older and they're needing to take care of their aging parents. And what prompted this move for me was my parents taking a nasty fall at the same time. So my mom was working in the garden and she fell on her face, got pretty badly bruised, got a big knot on her head. And my dad was, fortunately, kind of there, tried to help her up, and then he fell. So they were both on the ground, couldn't get up for a while. And it was that day that they said, yeah, why don't you move in? If you could move in, that would be good. This was something that we had talked about last year, and I was going to move last year, and I was almost ready to do it. And then they said, no, you know what? We feel like we can live independently still. So, just hold off. So I did, but now it is time. And in fact, I recorded a video a few weeks back. I was recording in their garden, and my mom stood up on this bench. And that was the same day she took a fall, like just hours after she took that nasty fall. And then she got up on this bench to reach for something, and I kind of scolded her, be careful. Mom, I don't like you getting up there.
Yeah, I can hold this. Something I can hold, I don't.
No, don't. Oh, I don't want you getting up there. That's very dangerous. A lot of people seem to identify with that. Telling your parents, you can't do that. You can't, stand up on benches anymore. They don't always listen. They don't really realize that. And it's hard. I get it. I get how hard it is to age and your body can't do a lot of the things that it used to do. Taking a fall is actually scary now. It's hard as the child watching it, but I can't imagine how difficult it is as the person going through it, where you feel like your body is betraying you. And I know that not everybody makes this choice to actually move in with their parents. A lot of Gen Xers are having their parents move in with them, maybe because they have a family and a house. I don't have those things. I'm single. I don't have kids. I don't have a partner. I had a condo, and so it made no sense for my parents to move in with me. Made much more sense for me to move in here. A lot of people, though, were like, maybe you should just get a nurse or, a helper to come by. But, that wasn't really the right solution here, because my parents don't need a nurse. They're actually pretty self-sufficient. My mom still takes the dog for a walk in the park every day, and the dog is a senior too, and so she goes really slow. They kind of go at the same pace. The dog is actually slower than my mom. She does like to work in the garden, and I'm not going to take that from her. I'm not going to tell her not to do that, because that's something that she really enjoys. My dad is not quite as mobile. He hurt his back several years ago and just hasn't really been able to, move around freely. So he kind of watches TV all day. But they feed themselves, they bathe themselves, they go to the bathroom themselves. They don't need a nurse to do all that. They can take their own medication. They're actually still pretty sharp. So it's really just a matter of me being here for emergencies. If something does happen, or, certain little things too, like standing up on a ladder to take the ring battery out so we can charge it. I had lived about 20 minutes away, so I would visit once a week, but now it was kind of clear that someone just needed to be here. My parents have been here for me my whole life. They have supported me. They've been good to me, so I feel like this is the least I could have. I'm happy to do this. I'm happy to be there for them, and I'm glad that I'm able to be there for them. I know for other people, assisted living is the right solution for them, but I don't think they're ready for that, and I didn't want to do that. But I feel better being here in case something happens. And obviously there are some downsides to this that I have been grappling with, and I've actually been, in the days leading up to this, I felt a little bit unsettled, I guess, about just the prospect of moving in here, because there is a real loss of agency and privacy. And, my condo that I had, I've been there for 7 years, I guess, something like that, 7, 8 years. And it's where, I had some bad things happen there. It flooded. I lived there with my ex, but I also rebuilt my life there. And, when I quit my job, quit my relationship, I was there, and that place was kind of my sanctuary. And I really loved having my own space. That was something I really realized. I loved having my space to myself. When my ex moved out, it was so peaceful, and I just really enjoyed it. I was there with Quentin, of course, my cat. And we just, had this little space for ourselves, and I really loved that. So losing that is kind of tough. Oh, here's Quentin. Hi, Dodo. Look at this guy. Say hello. Say hello. Hi. Hi, 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 hi. Okay, he's not having it. But I loved being on my own with no one to answer to, and just having my own domain. And now I'm living under my mom's domain. And she has, she's pretty set in her ways. And I have had the boundary discussion with them. I am a grown-ass woman now, and they need to really respect that. I don't want someone asking me where I'm going and what I'm doing all the time. Do you feel this way too, where it's like, no matter how old you are, your parents still sort of treat you like you're 15? And no one really prepares you for this, You spend your whole life being the kid, and now you're the responsible one. you're the one having to say, don't stand on the bench, Mom. It almost feels like you're the parent and they're the children, but they are very defiant children and very stubborn children. And they're not children, they're adults, you know, so I have to respect that too. And I want them to still be able to do the things that make them happy, but still keep them safe. And that's a delicate balance. Aging is hard for them too. And it's hard for them to accept as well. Like, nobody likes to admit that they need help, especially from their child, you know, who they raised and still probably sees as a little kid a little bit. And now it's like they need that help. And that's a difficult thing to grapple with. But there are some other upsides. So, for example, I am going to rent out my condo. So I'm not going to sell it. I'm going to rent it out as a midterm rental so I can keep it furnished, because I'm not going to be able to bring all that furniture over here. To a traveling nurse, I think would be ideal, renting it out for maybe 1 to 3 months. And then, you know, maybe when it's not in use, I could still kind of go there myself and maybe do some work or maybe film or just get away a little bit. So I still need to get it ready. I need to do a little bit of painting. I have to, you know, get all of my stuff out there before I rent it out. That will be a nice way for me to earn some passive income. It will pay for my mortgage and then some. So I am looking forward to that, a little extra income. And that will help me with my financial freedom goals. Maybe I'll do a future video on that, just the process of renting out my condo and earning some passive income and helping me prep for retirement. Let me know if you'd be interested in that. And I am also very excited to be able to see this girl every single day. This is Cassie. She is beautiful. I love this dog so much. She is the sweetest dog I've ever known. And let me know how you all are dealing with your aging parents situation. I know everyone is dealing with it a little bit differently, and I'm curious how people are handling it. We all really have to just do what's best for ourselves and our family. And I think this is what's best for me and mine. Okay, now let me take you on a room tour. And if you are a Gen X woman, this is gonna make you laugh, smile, or cringe. But it's like a time warp in here. Yeah. Okay, so entering the room, first off, look at this carpet. Wall to wall, green carpet. There's nothing I can do about this, but this is just something I'm gonna have to live with. So I'll see how I can work with it. We've got the mirrored closet doors. Yep, with the gold trim. So I think I don't know. You know what? I don't mind the mirrored closet doors per se, because it's just very, it's kind of practical. You know, I don't have to bring in a full-length mirror, and it makes the room look bigger, but maybe I'll paint the gold trim or something to update it, because I know these are really not very current. These are old from the 80s for sure. Okay, looking over here, speaking of 80s, check out this chest of drawers. This is so 80s. These were mine when I was a teenager. So this was my furniture when I was a teenager, and I thought it was so cool at the time. This is like 80s postmodern. You know, I really thought about keeping this, and there's a matching dresser over there too. I'll show you in a second. But I thought about keeping this and trying to work with it, but it's just not I don't think I can do it. But I might be able to get some good money for it. Like, I mean, look at these mirrored, smoky mirrors, and you know, it works. I mean, these drawers work and everything. I think I could maybe get some good money. So I'll try to sell it and do some research there. Okay, these dolls are so creepy to me. I hate them. These were not my dolls. My mom got these after I left. I don't know why. Just, I mean, this is like Snow White, I think, and this is like Alice in Wonderland, but still, these are like porcelain dolls, but just so creepy to me. I got to get rid of these. I hope my mom lets me. I don't know what the deal is with this weird painting of or print of the angel. I don't know. Here's this. The print in this fell down and was never replaced. So obviously that's got to go. Very 90s headboard. And then look at my lion. This was actually, so my dad won this for me when I was a kid at the fair. So this was like a fair, prize. And I slept with him. And look at his eyes are all messed up. His fur is all matted. He's got a patch here. But yeah, I don't know if I could get rid of this. This quilt, I may try to work with. The grandma core trend is kind of in right now, so I may try, but with a modern twist. I may try to work with it, although I don't know about this bed skirt that looks like a doily. Okay, look at this funky lamp thing and nightstand. Like this is not a lamp on top of a nightstand. This is one piece. So can you see? This is all one piece. Anyway, yeah. And this fringe, I don't know. This is for someone, but no, I don't know if I can go that kitsch. Okay, some weird hats on the wall and a thing. I don't know what that is. This looks like Christmas. My God. All right. Now, let's see. Oh, here's me. This is my drill team. This is me in high school. This is a drill team picture. Look at my hair. I think I was trying to do a Madonna thing here, but yeah. And more drill team pictures. Now look at my Cabbage Patch Kids. Oh my gosh. So this is Harry Ambrose, and that is Neville Norris. And I don't know why my mom put these weird baby doll clothes on them. But yeah, my boyfriend in high school gave me Harry. My girlfriends in high school gave me Neville. And I don't know why there is a tennis racket, because nobody plays tennis. There's a weird goblet and some weird stuff. A Sunset magazine. Oh my God. Some beads, which I may have gotten at some Mardi Gras party or something. The curtains here are falling off and it's on a track. So I'm going to have to replace those. Yeah. There's this wicker chair, which I don't know if I try to do the grandma core thing, maybe it'll work. I don't know. This has got to go. Okay, some funky flowers and a thing, and here's some more pictures of me. Here's my prom date. He was cute, and there's my prom dress. Look at that. He was cute, but kind of a jerk. Do you remember these photos with the, I don't know, this little shadow weird thing? And there's me as a baby. And there's me in my 20s. It's pretty cute. I was trying to act. This is my headshot. This is the dresser. This was the dresser that matches that chest of drawers. So it's really heavy. I hope someone can pick it up. My mom actually did these watercolor paintings. She's actually a good watercolor artist. And look at this, a teddy bear chair. This is a chair. I had this as a child, like as a 2-year-old or something. I used to sit in this thing, and it still, kind of works. And then my Raggedy Ann and Andy dolls, my grandma made these. So these are just some random stuffed animals, which I can definitely get rid of. Although I don't know about Snoopy. I could maybe need to keep Snoopy. But check this out. Check it out. Okay. My albums. Oh my God. Okay. Check out my albums. All right. So we've got the Village People. Grease. Oh, I loved Grease so much. I used to know all of the words, act it all out. J. Giles Band, Thompson Twins, Madonna, of course, Madonna. My fave, heavy metal. This was the movie. Sean Cassidy, my first crush. This is my very first album. I loved him. Muppet Movie. Adam Ant, I loved him too. Later on, Kajagoogoo. More Adam Ant. Adam and the Ants. Purple Rain. Oh my God. So good. ABBA. ABBA. Yes. Saturday Night Fever. Andy Gibb. Oh, I thought he was so sexy. Sgt. Pepper. And Another Village People. Macho Man. Yes. Look at actual vinyl. Wow. Casablanca Records. So cool. Oh, and one other thing, this was actually 2 rooms. Look at that horrible light. But we cut out this part of the wall to make it one big room because it was just me in here, and these rooms individually were very small. So I had kind of this big room, and I'm considering, hey Quentin, I'm considering closing it back up to make kind of a bedroom and an office to have, so I have separate bedroom and office, but I'm not sure yet. I'm gonna kind of live in this for a little while and see how I feel about it. Let me know what you think. And if you're a Gen X woman who is really feeling the emotional weight of caring for aging parents or just feels burned out in life right now, then check out this video next. This is where I talk about why Gen X women are so exhausted right now. So I will see you over there, and please remember, you're a bad mamma jamma.